something about favor, right? See, if you're not obedient towards whatever he told you to do, towards whatever God told you to do, which is your father, your dad, right? If you're not obedient to that, you will lose your spot in the kingdom of heaven. It will become very slowly. At first, it would be something that's like not that big of a deal, or not that big of to talk about, not that big of an idea to talk about, right? Because it will come in very slowly. That little thought that you have, that little pattern that you have, or the pattern that you give, it would come in very slowly. Like you would see it almost suddenly, that you lost your favor, that you lost your spot in the kingdom. And that's what you don't want to have, is to your spot to be taken by somebody else. It doesn't matter if that somebody else was your sister, your brother, your best friend, your husband, your wife, your cousin, your bestie, your mama, your daddy. It doesn't matter who it is. When you lose that favor back, when you lose that favor, you can't gain it back. You can't gain your spot back. Okay, now you could say, well, that's just a myth, that's a lie. But I'm telling you right now, you can gain your favor. But once your favor is put on you, and once you're being obedient, once you're working, once you're doing what you're supposed to do, once you're having your little difficulties, little battles, but that's actually pruning you for something greater in your future. See, the reason why we have battles in the past and the present, because the past life is pruning you for your present life. Your present life is pruning you for your future life. Your future life is pruning you for the afterlife. So whatever you do in life determines your path and determines your directions, but also it determines how much you love or hate God. Now, God is a big part of our lives. You already know that. Ain't nobody gotta put that, no titles, no captions on it, right? But you don't know how much he loves you until you start giving his love back, giving him his heart back, giving him his action, giving him his time back, giving him his soul back, giving him his heart back. And then you start to see that he loves you more than anything that he has created. You're not just the image, you're not just the version, you're not just the saying, you're not just the working, but you're just like him, okay? But once you lose that spot, I'm telling you right now that you're going to have a spot in heaven. You're going to have a spot in the kingdom. You're going to have a spot where you want to belong or whatever. But that spot is never going to look like what you once had. Okay, I'm telling you right now, everybody's talking about, let's try to be close to God. Let's try to be close to the Creator. Let's try to be close to as much as we possibly can, because we want to gain some type of respect or some type of authority. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody aim for, like, a respect and authority. So when you aim for respect and authority, now mind you, there's problems and tribulations and challenges that comes with that, right? So you need to prepare yourself, because it's not easy. But I'm telling you right now that once you lose that spot, so if he told you to go write a passage, he told you to go write a book, he told you to go write a story, go write that. Just do it. Just do it. Don't ask him no questions, because the more and more you ask questions and waste your time, is the more and more you wasting his time. And he don't like his time to be wasted. And he don't like his words to be played with, to be forgotten or forsaken, nor his people. You don't play about that. Now, when I tell you to do something, you gotta do it. That's what he's saying. So once you do it, it's gonna be hard when you start. It depends on what you're doing, but it's gonna be hard when you start. I ain't saying sometimes he don't be making sense to me neither. I promise you, he don't be making sense to me neither. But once you start that project, once you start that thing that you're doing, once you start whatever you're working on, whatever assignment he's called you to do, it's gonna look weird at first, but trust me, somebody has already done it, and somebody has a story to tell just like yours. That's similar to yours, not the exact same timing, exact same place and whatever, but it is similar to yours, and y'all can relate, and y'all can, in the future, see one another to help each other out with the same battles. If somebody's fighting the same battles, you know what I'm saying? Just help one another out. But once you say forget whatever that assignment is, once you say forget what's the calling, somebody's gonna take your spot. I'm telling you, stay in position, because people, and I'm telling you right now, let me tell you, people would get in your spot, and then they will look at you and say, and laugh in your face and be like, now that's what you get. That's exactly what you get. Because guess what? God told me that you left your spot, so we got one open, and that's the only reason I'm sitting here at this table or at this place or at this conference or at this meeting or at this call. So be careful, y'all, because you don't want to end up like that. You don't want to end up like that, okay? And I'm just letting y'all know because, I do care for you. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that happen. Don't be you. Just do the stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult when you start. It's going to be difficult when you start to think about it because it probably is something that you never done, seen in your family, heard in your generation, heard in a lifetime, heard in your friends, and you don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all lost in different seasons. And in different seasons in your lives, it requires different actions. It requires different verses. See, y'all keep reading the same Bible verses and thinking that that's supposed to save your life. The reason why he gives many prophets and multiple messages and multiple messengers is because every season requires a different amount of assignments. Every season requires a different amount of knowledge. Every season requires different actions. And if you don't catch up to it, then you're going to be in the season that Job went in, and you're going to be still trying to understand the first testimonies and the first testaments of what God was trying to get you to understand. So you don't want to be in a battle where you don't understand what you're facing. You don't understand what you're going through. Okay, you don't want to be in that type of battle, and you definitely don't want to be in a situation that you can't get out of. Okay, God is saying, okay, like, let's go, let's hurry up, because you got stuff to work on, because you got things to do. You got a life to live besides working, and you're still stuck between what somebody said and versus what somebody didn't say. You don't want to be stuck. Okay, don't get distracted so you get stuck in the place that you're supposed to not be in. Okay. So just be careful. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that be like, oh my gosh, I want it. And now I'm going to take it because I've been saying this, okay? But oh my gosh, I want to be, I wish I had their lives. Or I wish I had this person's behavior. I wish I had this person's money. Or I wish I had this person's clout or this person's behavior. Whatever the case may be. We all want to be something, someone, somewhere with somebody, right? Okay, cool. That's all of us, okay? Especially as Black females, as Black women. I know y'all can relate. That's all of us, okay? But let me tell y'all about that. Y'all better stop wishing. Y'all better be careful what you wish for. Because when it comes true, you better know how to actually have the responsibilities and the authority to do what you wish for, to get what you wish for, and to keep what you wish for, okay? You better have that, okay? Because don't just be saying anything that you don't know what you're doing, okay? You don't know what you're saying, okay? And I just want to tell y'all that y'all should be very grateful for where y'all in, because some of these seasons, I promise you, you're going to be looking at God like, don't do this again, all right? Because after this, don't call me for nothing. You understand? That's what you're going to be looking at. I'm dead serious. You saying that you want a whole bunch of this. You saying you want a whole bunch of that. You saying that, okay, you're saying that you want to be big dog, but when you start throwing out some problems, when you start throwing out them tests, when you start throwing out them challenges, them daily life challenges, then you're going to see what them big dogs have to deal with. So with that being said, I want everybody to take care. Wherever you're from, the Middle Eastern, the West Eastern, the Southwest part, I don't care where y'all from. I want everybody to go ahead and go on all my social medias and go ahead and follow me and like, share, subscribe, of course, as always. And please don't be a stranger here. Y'all drop some comments, chat, in the chat box. And I will be posting another video describing all the things that I said in the last video. If you haven't went to the last video, I'm not gonna give you a short here. You better go to that last video. You better to go and watch that last video and tell me what y'all think about that last video. Put some comments down below. As always, I guess share, repost, subscribe, and as always, good morning, good evening, and good night. See ya.